So I'm on the line today with Lehyani. He's one of my favorite vegan bodybuilder, weightlifter, motivational guys to follow. I've read his biography at the Vegan Bodybuilding and Fitness page, which I will link in the description box below for you guys that want to go check that out. And I've used him as an example for myself to follow at various times, and I'm just kind of a fan of the guy. So I'm excited to have him on the line today and get to ask him a few questions. So Abby, I kind of followed your lifting, and your profile there, and followed you through Facebook. But could you just share with the viewers a little bit about your background, how you became a vegan, how this all got started?
Well, it started long time ago. Just a second. First time I was interested in animals, I think I was 4 years old. I decided I wanted to be a veterinarian. Obviously, at 4 years old, dreams are easy to come up with, but eventually life does its thing. Age 13, I decided I was going to be a vegetarian. And it didn't last for long. It was then a hard thing to do, not only nutritionally, but also socially, and family did not agree too much with this because they didn't know any better. So after a few months, I went back to eating meat. By age 20, I was a vegetarian. By age 24, I went vegan after understanding that if I were to be vegetarian, then the only possibility was to be a vegan. I wasn't aware of the milk issues. I wasn't aware of the eggs, the exploitation of hens for eggs producing, and so on and so forth. I had pretty much the same idealistic vision of milk producing and eggs, hens going around places and laying their eggs wherever. So that obviously changed. Actually, I had a small conversation with one of the guys at PETA at the time in the 80s. Who was just starting, PETA was just starting then. And so he explained to me, I'm not sure, he's probably still one of the founders. He explained to me that milk was not necessary and so on and so forth. And I took his advice and stopped milk. I had stopped eggs previously to that. And that was fine with me. I did, and I was in 84, so I've been vegan, totally vegan for 30 years, a little more than that. One thing that actually, interestingly, somewhat pushed me towards animals in general, nature, the environment, and so on is my father has been a fan, quote unquote, of nature, and we used to watch shows on TV all the time. And he, being religious, always saw this as wonders of the creation. Me being naturally an atheist, I saw this a little differently, but we both enjoyed it. My father, being a ritual slaughterer, was kind of put me in a kind of dilemma. In one way, he's a slaughterer, but on the other way, from the other way, he loves nature and he loves animals, and that was one of the things I couldn't understand. But he saw it as differently. He saw it as a call, in a way. He said, I remember first he was not able to slaughter sheep and cows. It was too hard for him, not physically, but he had a high sensitivity toward pain, so he saw chicken as the least emotionally taxing him. So he saw the killing of chicken as a necessity. He didn't think that we could live without meat. Today he sees that differently. He's almost a vegan, actually. Not
great.
totally, but being a religious person, he has to have certain foods for animal foods. So my interest in nature and my interest in animals started very early, and for me there was no other way than becoming a vegan. And, that's the way it is. That's for that. Of course, later on I understood that environmentally speaking, being a vegan had a lot to do with it. So that added to my convictions in life.